What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail, right? Fighting for the wrong cause. So in the thumbnail is Danny Lay and her brother. So recently, not too long ago, Danny Lay was the girlfriend of the rapper The Baby. They got into it. She wound up getting arrested for assault. He put her out of his place, and that was a story. And the brother came out like not too long after that, like saying he wanted to fight The Baby. So finally, he got his opportunity, and security, handled him like security is supposed to. That's their job. So he's a little beat up and bloodied. And caveat, this is what I meant by you guys who want to have a thug image, growing your hair out, and you get slung like a girl in a fight. That's why I'm not a fan of you guys trying to be thugs and growing long hair. Because I don't even like the fact that you get slung by your hair as a guy. That's just trifling. But the fact that somebody knows to do that to you because it's that easy, that's not a good idea. But if you're one of those people who really think you're going to be actively getting into it with people. But me and my lady were talking about this. And she was like, some people believe, if that's their family member, if that's their friend, even though you're in the wrong, I'm going to fight for you. I'm on your side no matter what. And I was like, I get it, but I think people don't take it from the perspective of the person that you're actively going at. So what I mean by this is using Danny Lay. She got arrested in this with the first situation, so she is wrong. So at that point, when somebody wants to fight on her behalf because she was in the wrong with the person that was in the right, you basically told the person that you're trying to attack that, yeah, I don't care what they did to you. I'm here to fight in their name and for their honor of being able to wrong you. And how dare you stand up for yourself and not be wronged? And I was like, that's the point where you're going to play crazy with somebody who's going to actually be crazy. Because that takes the anger up a notch with the person that is getting addressed. That's like, or I could have made it more simple. Somebody bullies you and you beat them up, and then the bully brings somebody to beat you up for beating them up, and they were the bully. Somebody's gonna get hurt because you shouldn't even be here. You already know what this is about, and in our society, unfortunately, that's a normal mindset. How dare you? Put your hands on my child who actually tried to do something to harm you. But let me go a little further with this situation. Why this is wrong is also wrong for them, and people who have kids have been around this before. That man didn't put his hands on your sister. One. So you want to fight him because he kicked her out, but he didn't put hands on her. Okay. She's rich. She could pay for her own hotel, her own house. A breakup could be bad. That's understandable. But they broke up. Not a reason to fight. They had a baby. Here's where it goes left. If she's the type to be so honorary that she can go to jail because she wants to get her way, and you're the type that's so honorary you're willing to fight for her to be that type, and now there's a kid involved in this situation, you got to be watched. And she has to be watched. But I don't know if you really the best people to be around the kid now. Because if you're willing to fight for wrong that heavily, you might be willing to put the child in a bad situation. Or take your anger out on the child because that's such and such's child. So now people got to look at you sideways. And I know that people, oh, nobody would do that to a child. Yeah, actually, they would. Actually, they would. That's the issue. You know, y'all just say people wouldn't do that to a child before something gets done. And then when it gets done and it's consistently done and the kid becomes an adult and says, yeah, they did this, 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 and this. And you go, oh my God, I would have never thought it. You should have. You absolutely should have. So that becomes an issue. We're at a point where we're dealing with the ramifications of all this, because now, you know, until there's either going to be peace or there's going to be war. And if it's peace, everybody will be good. If it's war, they might use a child as warfare instead of just going straight to war. So it gets tricky, man. And this is what happens when you're fighting for the wrong cause, you know, because you can't keep, you know, you're rewarding bad behavior with defense when you should not be defending and fighting for bad behavior. Because if the kid starts doing that as a teenager, as a young child, a teenager, and adult, I don't know where you got that from. You. That's where. But like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.